Hello guys, and welcome to episode 8 of my Endless Legend playthrough, playing as the Broken Lords. And today we're continuing in our winter, exploring the world in order to find the last faction that we haven't discovered yet. I think they're up in this fog, and we're going to be heading this army in that direction, so we'll be moving on to that if I move on to the next turn. We're going to be exploring this ruin soon. And we have now completed Dust Depository. Now I think I said in the last episode that once this was done I would change my production back to dust rather than production. Or science, I think it was, sorry. So yeah, I had it on science, going to put it back to dust now. And we should get lots and lots of dust once these new buildings are finished. So there we go. 329 dust coming in per turn at the moment. And that's all done. These guys are working on production because that settlement has a lot of production. So yeah, the central market should be finished there soon, hopefully. We're going to buy out the central market here to get the extra approval. And we will do it at Hyperion as well as soon as we can. Maybe in the next turn, I think we'll have enough. Yeah, dust, we should do. Right, let's move on this army. And we'll move on our hero. Now, I think we're doing this quest, the Concrete and Virtual. I need to see if I can complete that in time. So, new quest added. Again, wow. A Relic of the Past. I think we got... how many quests? We got 2 quests in the last episode, and we just got another one now. So keeping the empire secure includes paying attention to the tales of travelers and vagabonds. You hear of a place full of artifacts from ancient days, and you have heard it enough times that it may not be idle boasting or mindless babbling. That point on the map bears investigation. So we've got to search the ruins and unearth the secrets of the past, and the reward is unknown. So I think it's this one here. Yeah, these temple ruins. Oh, that's temple ruins. Okay, so we might be able to get there in time. I don't think I saw that previously in the last episode. Because, yeah, we got to explore, I think, one more temple ruin in order to complete this quest. And if we do, we get a really nice tech. So that will be really useful. Anyway, our tech finished again. Central market done in Niagara. Let's now work on the dust refinery, possibly? Or do we want another borough? I think we want another borough first. Let's just go on to the tiles so we can see what's going on. Just zoom out. I guess we'll cover this anomaly. So let's get the borough to move up in that direction. We get some extra science in that settlement. Continue to work on that. My army can continue on his way. So can this one. I might tempted to heal, but I need to buy another central market out. Going to do it here at Hyperion. Okay, and that's done. Great. Ah, damn it. Summer has returned, and we failed our quest, I think. We've encountered a new faction, the Boss, or the Bows. The Centaurs, apparently, provide plus 5% food per pacified Boss village on cities. I think that's Boss or Boss. It's not Boss because it doesn't have 2 S's, so I guess it's Boss. And yeah, we failed this quest, unfortunately. That's annoying, we were so close. But either way, we can still complete the other quest, and we have unlocked the Break Wall, which is a one-hand shield. Interesting. Now, I'm not going to walk through the Draken's lands, I don't think, even though they have really cool looking architecture, because they will just attack me, I think, if I start walking through their lands willy-nilly. So we are going to avoid doing that, and yeah, well, this guy can just continue exploring anyway. That's fine. And again, moving on to the next turn. Our dust production has gone up loads because of the end of the winter, which is really nice. And that will allow us to buy out some of these new buildings, including the dust depository and the dust refinery. Going to add them to the queue where I can. We can also actually now create the palladian extractors and adamantium extractors. So let's add those to the queue as well. We'll do that where we can. Actually, I need to add these there. At Tellurian, we need to add the dust refinery and the dust depository. And get the palladian extractor. I think everywhere else we'll just sort of wing it, I think. I'm not really going to queue everything. Might be worth buying the central market, although it's only going to take 6 turns. I'm just going to add the Empire Mint there to the queue. We'll add the Public Library and the Geomic Lab, and then we'll get a Borough Street on that tile there to get the extra dust. I think in general cities definitely develop faster when I'm using them to get production rather than buying out like the buildings basically. I think it definitely works better when I've got everything in production. I can create the cities, make them much larger, much faster, rather than focusing a lot on dust. The only thing that dust does really, or should do, is boost your armies, I think, because you can retrofit them really easily. So it may be worth changing my tack back to the whole production thing that I was doing before, rather than the dust strategy, because the dust strategy hasn't really paid off in the last couple of episodes, I don't think. Maybe I just did it too early, or maybe I did it wrong. Maybe I did it in the wrong settlements. Maybe in new settlements I should still focus on production, and then in old settlements I can focus on dust. But either way, building your city up or making my cities larger is more beneficial in the long run. So I may as well focus on production even in my old cities, because I can continue to build more boroughs and make the settlements bigger. And by doing that we exploit more land and we get more from that. Because at the moment I don't have a single tier 2 borough, which is really, really bad for this point in the game. I think we're almost 100 turns in. Yeah, 104 turns we're in to this game. So I think it's about time I move my stuff back to production, I think. We'll just go for like the recommended amount. Just like this, and like this. There we go. And you can see it is leaving like 1 or 2 in the dust production, and that's mainly because it sort of moves population efficiently, like automatically. Basically, it moves enough population that it can get it to the lowest amount of turns possible for the stuff you have in the queue. And that's basically how it works. So it's useful. You can obviously still do it manually. I can still drag over the extra pop if I want to, but in general it's not really worth doing because it works it out for you. So if I am going to do this, I may as well just add to the queue and get all these buildings done really quickly. So yeah, let's just add all these to the queue in order. Make sure we get access to these new metals, because we are going to need those. Get the mill foundry finished. I'm actually going to move that pop over. Pretty important that we do that. And then I'm going to work on the rest of these things. Get the gold extractor done and the adamantium, and we can get an extra borough in here as well. Where do I want to place that? Maybe towards the Titan bones here. Although I think I was going to go in the opposite direction, mainly because that land has better access to dust. So yeah, we're going to go in that direction there. And yeah, as you can see, this is definitely going to make my places build things a lot quicker. And then I can focus on the dust. I'm still getting 243 dust. Once the dust depositories are finished, then I can think about moving over population, I think. So I think I'm going to wait until that is the case. So when I make a new settlement from now on, I'm going to wait until the dust depository is finished, along with all of the previous buildings, and then move the population over to dust, because by then the settlement will be producing enough dust to buy out any future buildings, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping by doing this strategy. So yeah, another shift in strategies today in this episode. I am still trying to figure out like the best way to do things. So anyway, we have the accidental desecrator. Casual camp in a protected dell led one of your patrols. A casual camp in a protected dell led one of your patrols to inadvertently desecrate a graveyard. Well, that even makes sense. Anyway, I'm probably just reading it wrong, so sorry about that. But the tribe to whom it belongs revere their ancestors, and in their eyes the holy ground has been fouled. The site can only be cleansed with blood. So we've got to defeat the troops protecting the sacred site, and we've got to defeat them, and we get 15 Hyperion, which is a strategic resource. So got to kill some centaurs. Whoop-de-doo. Let's actually fight this one manually, because I want to see if I can heal up some of my units with the dust bishops. So yeah, let's just start things off switching these fellas around. Now I do actually need to equip the ring that I got a few episodes back. I really forgot to do that. It's a really epic ring that I have access to. I just haven't put it on my characters yet. But anyway, let's choose this guy to attack with a couple of my dudes. Do we have initiative? I don't know. I think possibly I might want to stay where I am with this guy. I'm not sure. Now he is going to attack first, and if I leave him there, he's not going to attack at all, unless he gets attacked by a centaur. The thing is, I don't want them to move onto this tile, so my dust bishop can't heal my hero. That's the main thing I'm worried about. I think we'll just YOLO it. Yeah, and my guys can move if they can. Alright, let's just do that. To be honest, I'm probably going to one-shot these guys. Not quite. Yeah, see, I thought that might happen. That's annoying. They're going to attack my dust bishops, which is fine. But at the end of the day, that means that I can't heal my hero. Like I was saying before. Look at them using the force. I'm pretty much just going to heal all my units with the dust bishops if they get attacked anyway. And this actually works out. Now this dust bishop isn't going anywhere, so what I'm going to do is tell my hero to move one tile and attack that guy, and then when this dust bishop gets attacked, hopefully he can get healed. I don't know. Either way, we're just going to leave it as it is. I might just be forced to pay for their healing. Wow, that left the centaur on 5 health. Dust bishops will finish them off for me. That's good. Stalwart's able to move quite a way because they do have extra movement, I think, maybe. Did I give them that accessory? Maybe, I'm not sure. They do have speed 3. But now I should be able to heal my hero a little bit. He's taking the attack from the centaur, so both these dust bishops will be able to distribute to their surrounding allies. And job done. Great, so we get extra Hyperion. And yeah, I need to be in friendly territory to equip that ring I was talking about. If we actually go onto it, I'll show you what I was talking about. We need to equip this new shield as well. That shield's really epic. Plus 20% defense on unit and plus 10% damage on unit. Now the thing is with percentages is that they always scale. Whereas you might think, oh, the 4 defense is terrible. And it kind of is, but at the same time, the plus 20% defense is really good. So definitely worth picking up on. And the Ring of Unnatural Hunger is the thing I was talking about here. Plus 30% life on unit and level 3 regeneration. If I actually hover that, you'll see. Recovers 6 life per level after the round. So he's level... what level is he? I'm not quite sure. He's level 7, sorry. So he's level 7, you can see it just here. So that means 7 times, what is it? 7 times 6, is that? Yeah, 7 times 6, which is 36. I think that's right. No, it's not. 42, sorry. I'm terrible at maths. That's how much health he will heal every round, which is probably more damage than he'll take in most cases. So that's really, really worth having, but I can't actually equip that on him yet because he is not in our own territory, which is kind of annoying. But what we can do to just get around that quickly is assign the hero to a settlement for now, and then we can equip it. So we're just going to do this like that. Easy peasy, you see. It works really well. And we can also upgrade his armor now, so we're going to do that as well. But the thing is, we can't just switch him back straight away because there is like a cooldown on how quickly you can switch, which is only a couple of turns, and I'm probably just going to move that army back in the opposite direction anyway, so we're not really doing anything with that army, so it doesn't matter that the hero isn't part of it. Now let's give him a one-hand sword. Now this will make his damage significantly less, but this shield is like too good to pass up. You'll see that, like, compared to an iron shield, you know, you get plus 10 defense and plus 10% health, but with this shield you get 20% defense and 10% damage. So a really nice shield, and it looks pretty badass, although it doesn't really fit with the sword because the sword's kind of dull in comparison, but hopefully we'll pick up a sword to go with it at some point. And this Ring of Unnatural Hunger, we don't need the extra life that you would otherwise get from the shield because, yeah, that's a really, really OP ring that we've got there. So anyway, I am kind of tempted to go with the shield setup. I'm just having second thoughts, really. Is the damage even that much different? Nah, it's only like 4 damage different. So yeah, we'll just give him the shield, and he'll take a lot less damage from now on. So it's going to be a while until we can actually assign him back because you can see 5 turns. So we're just going to move this army to this ruin. We'll search that, and then we'll move back in the opposite direction. We'll reactivate the die booster. Can we activate? Yes, we can. We can activate the gold booster. Okay. So now 380 dust per turn. That is pretty epic. And that's only going to get more Let's explore this ruin. 25 grass silk. Which gives us 100% dust on cities. I hope I have some of that on my lands, because that would be a really good resource for me to collect. Not quite sure if we do. Let me just have a look. Any grass silk? No, we just have quicksilver everywhere, I think. Which isn't bad, because it does give you plus 100% XP on units. But I think I prefer the grass silk. Yeah, 100% dust increase is really, really good. Surprisingly. So yeah, the mill foundry is finished in Tiran. We're now going to be working on the Dorgeshi settlement. I'm actually going to possibly hurry that up. Yeah, that'll be fine. That will give us an extra pop, and then we can work on the rest of these things. Now it says it's going to take a while to do, but it won't, because every population that we add to the production will make each of these buildings build faster, so it's not actually going to take that long. Anyway, I think we're done, so yeah, we'll move on to the next turn. We can buy a population in our new settlements with the dust that we now have. You can see things being completed a lot quicker now that I've changed it all back to a production rather than dust. And here is the last faction. Thank God. And the eyeless ones. Now the eyeless ones are really good guys to pick up, especially with the broken lords as well. They're basically kind of like dust lords in that they can heal our other units, but they don't do it by attacking. They just are support units that heal your units in a turn. But their assimilation effects are also really good if you can get 3 settlements. So looks like our last AI faction is the roving clans. Right, and they have a couple of provinces, so they've actually expanded. Okay, so that's good. We've finally met our final opponent. Let's go pick up this ruin. Follow the tracks of the creatures that pillaged the treasure. The second mouse, a new quest. We were following indications drawn from the local legends that spoke of loot and treasure in heavily guarded ruins. It seems, however, that someone else has beaten you to the booty. One of the armies rowing in Wervelin has the treasure that you seek. Find the army, defeat it, and make the booty yours. And we get plus 25 Moonleaf. So, yeah, that's in a kind of awkward place. I don't want to get too close to this city because we don't want to get randomly attacked by the Volters. I don't want the army to get destroyed. That would be not very good. I forgot to spend my dust. Of course I did. Right, so we have 1,000 dust now. Let's actually use that for something. Let's add some more population to these settlements. The ones with 3 population we can do that for. Okay, that's all very well. Going to keep exploring in this direction with this army. And, well, I'm not going to attack this army, although I could. I don't know, that they don't have many units, and they're not very well experienced. So may as well actually just attack these units. It's going to be lots of rumblers. Okay, so let's manually fight this because I don't trust the auto-resolve. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to get my stalwarts to hopefully cover. And I'm going to move that one forward to there and that one to there. Great. So we'll make sure that both are occupied. This should be really easy. We should actually come out with more healed units than we had previously. I just need to make sure that one of these rumblers dies before these rumblers come up and reinforce. It's a shame that the guys aren't actually doing that much damage. Well, let's make sure that we move that guy forward a tile and this one across before we actually attack. Now, I'm actually going to make this Dust Bishop attack that one. The only reason this stalwart is attacking that Rumbler on the left is to take its initiative. Okay, so far so good. It's a shame that my units aren't really doing much damage. But we are just kind of healing it all back up. We're not really taking much damage either, so that's fine. They sound really cool when they attack, the Dust Bishops. We might not even kill these guys before the end of the battle, to be honest. We're already in phase 3. We might kill a couple of Rumblers. Oh, this is going to be a nasty attack. Oh, it did no damage, so that's fine. Alright, let's continue. So one Rumbler down. Now my Dust Bishop is being attacked. Alright, I think that targeting it seems fair. It seems whether or not those Dust Bishops do damage, they still heal, which is good. And the reason those Rumblers keep moving around is so that they can do the most damage with their attack by doing a nice big line attack. Let's finish off that last Rumbler. And this is the last phase of the battle, so after this one, the battle will end anyway. That Rumbler is actually taking quite a lot of damage. Must have a lower defense than the others. And there you go, because the phase is finished before the end of the battle. We won. Well, we drew, but we get experience because we killed units, basically. Right, anyway. Are we going to move towards this army? I don't know. They might attack me. If they do, I think we've got a pretty solid army compared to theirs now anyway, so yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Right, that's everything done for this turn then. Let's move on to the next one. Plenty of constructions complete. And we have my hero leveling up. He's level 8 now. That's actually pretty cool. He was so close to leveling up that the XP from sitting in the settlement tipped him over the edge, which was nice. Right, are we going to work towards armor engineer? I don't know. We don't really have great accessories. We have the ring, but That is already taken up a slot. We don't really need another one. Maybe siege mentality? Or possibly even the extra XP per turn on units. Now this extra defense on units could be nice. Let's have a look. Distributed defenses is another nice one. I think we'll just go for the armor engineer. And then if we go to his equipment, we can add another accessory there. Now we don't need the quivering circlet. But we could possibly go for something to buff the guy himself. Improved damage, I guess we could go for. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that's going to give us... What does that actually do? It gives us improved damage 1 plus 20% damage. Wow, 20%. It's actually quite a lot. Okay. As for this unit, let's jump him onto land and explore those ruins. 80 dust. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. This army can move on. Is there anything to explore up here? I can't see anything just yet. Keep going. Okay, we've spotted a couple of ruins. What are our quests at the moment? Just to hunt down that army. The other one's just our quest to build a watchtower for our faction quest. But anyway, unfortunately, it seems that it has been my time. So I am going to have to leave it here. I've got a nice amount of dust to work with, so I'll probably buy a couple more population where I can. But in the meantime, that's all. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.